Ben, I think Notre Dame is a good bet, but I'm going to say it'll be an undefeated G5 champ of some kind. Make your pick. Logan, I think most of the college football world wants this to happen to ND out of some universal karma. Realistically though, I expect ND to lose 5 games and still get in the top 12 because certain portions of the media want them in the playoffs to increase TV ratings. As far as who I think the first team out will be, probably Auburn. That's a team that will beat up enough good teams to be in consideration but have enough bad losers to just miss out. Jake, this does seem to be Auburn's lot in life. Honestly, it'll probably be the second best group of 5 champion, or an at-large G5, and everyone from said G5 conference will make it UCF2.0.CARTER, put undefeated Sun Belt champion Louisiana at 13, and we'll all see the real rage in Ragin' Cajuns. Jake, even with as much basketball as I watch, I don't think I'm educated enough to answer the question. For Tech, though, I am excited to get a full true year of Tristan Maxwell. Logan, in the words of Gerrit Cole, I'm not sure how to answer that. Jake, we don't have the pitching for that, and it looked like we regressed greatly from 2019 to 2020 to 2021. So something is really going to have to fundamentally change, in my opinion, to actually get over the hump. Ben, unless there's some kind of deal to bring another team into the conference to make it worth their while, I don't see Notre Dame joining the ACC. They would still have to beat Clemson to get the bye, which is not an easy task. Logan, as long as Notre Dame is making more money outside the ACC than they do in the ACC, I don't think a whole lot will change their opinion on joining the ACC or any other conference. Jake, honestly, I kind of hope so. I think them joining would be the impetus behind imploding divisions and going to some sort of pod, protected rivalry scheduling, as 15/16 teams is far too unwieldy for a conference schedule. 3 teams of 5 pods could work, or just protect 3 or 4 rivalries per team and rotate the rest. There's a lot of better ways to do it than we do now is the point. Carter, for what it's worth, Notre Dame seems perfectly fine with the arrangement. They'll have to play 13 games to make a quarterfinal, the same as, almost, everyone else. That said, pretending to be fine with things you're not actually fine with seems to be a core tenet of Catholicism, so who knows? Ben, I think that's the only way you get Notre Dame to join completely. Jake, I think I half answered the question above, but I think that it could definitely be managed with only 15. As there are plenty of creative ways to schedule 8 or 9 conference games between 15 teams. 16, though, would provide better scheduling, one team wouldn't always be the odd man out, and add more television inventory. The problem is that schools that fit the ACC's geography, academics, and athletics don't come along every day. Ben, man, this question stinks. Logan, kinky Carter. Ben, it's not so much a festival as it is a con. But there's a Comic-Con-esque event coming up in Savannah next month I'm going to attempt to go to. But I potentially have something else that weekend, so we will see. Jake, funny you should mention that. I went to the Summer Beer Festival this weekend, too. That was a nice time, got to try a bunch of different beers from plenty of local places I had never even heard of, and I like to think I'm a relatively adventurous beer drinker. Otherwise, I can't say I'm much of a festival goer. If I splurge for myself, it's usually on sports. Logan, I'm planning on going to a HVAC convention this summer. Gotta find the right AC unit to stay cold. Carter, I had tickets to a beer festival scheduled to take place 2 weeks after everything went dark. The next edition was announced just yesterday, so that's the one I'm excited for. Also, concerts are back, and some friends convinced me to go to Red Rocks in October, so looking forward to that as well.